Dear friends, this is Dr. Vijay Alexander from MAG TNPSC Academy. A perspective on the Human Rights Commission. The fundamental needs of a human being are food, clothing, and shelter. Along with these, freedom, equality, justice, and dignity are essential for a person to live with respect. If these rights are denied unlawfully, it is considered a human rights violation. After World War II, the United Nations issued the Universal Declaration of Human Rights on December 10, 1948. Following this, many countries gave importance to human rights and enacted laws. The Indian Parliament passed the Protection of Human Rights Act on September 28, 1993. Under this law, the National Human Rights Commission was established in Delhi along with state human rights commissions across various states. These commissions investigate human rights violation complaints filed by the affected individuals or on their behalf by others. In some cases, even news reports from the media are taken as complaints and investigated. Human rights violations begin from the moment a person is arrested by the police. The Supreme Court has issued 11 guidelines on how police should conduct themselves during an arrest. These guidelines must be displayed in all police stations where the public can see them. However, in many police stations, these guidelines are either absent or placed in inaccessible locations. We have never questioned who gave the police and their associates the right to assault ordinary citizens without any criminal background. The role of human rights commissions in preventing human rights violations is significant. Both the national and state human rights commissions have their own independent investigative agencies. A police officer of Director General rank serves as the chief officer of the investigative wing of the State Human Rights Commission. A retired Supreme Court judge serves as the chairperson of the National Human Rights Commission. Under the Protection of Human Rights Act, human rights commissions have the authority of a civil court while investigating human rights violations. They have the power to summon individuals involved in violations, collect necessary documents from relevant offices, and appoint witnesses for inquiry. During any court proceedings related to human rights violations, the Human Rights Commission can intervene with the court's permission. The Commission can recommend interim relief to the victims to the government. Anonymous, vague, or insignificant complaints can be dismissed at the initial stage by the Commission. Likewise, cases related to property rights, contractual disputes, employment matters, labor issues, court or tribunal proceedings, non human rights violations, and matters beyond the Commission's jurisdiction can also be dismissed at the preliminary stage. The National Human Rights Commission has issued several guidelines for the people, for the police. Any report on custodial deaths or custodial sexual assault must be submitted to the NHRC within 24 hours by the concerned police department. Post-mortem examinations of deaths in custody should be recorded on video. The Human Rights Division within the police force must closely monitor human rights violations and take necessary measures to reduce and prevent them. Surveillance cameras have been installed in all police stations to control human rights violations. However, political interference in the appointment of the chairperson and members of the Human Rights Commission remains a significant issue. Human rights violation can only be reduced if the commissions operate independently, since police officers are transferred and appointed as investigators in the human rights commissions. Human rights violations are not investigated impartially. Human rights commissions are only authorized to investigate violations by government officials. Activists continue to demand that the commissions be granted authority to investigate human rights violations in the military and private sectors as well. The government is expected to introduce necessary legal amendments to address these concerns. Thank you.